my zone, fire in my bones, so best believe it's on. Sweat and tears, I've invested in this game, so I lay it on the line because I come to do my thing, I'm on.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great morning. This is going to be kind of a quick stream this morning because I have a lot of stuff to take care of. But I didn't want to get at you guys this morning. It'll be kind of quick, but we'll run through some pre-market stuff, some news, because there is some news that people need to be aware of that's affecting the market, that may affect the market moving forward, may or may not. But you have to know what's going on around you in order to make some good decisions. So with that, we'll jump right into it. See what we have this morning for pre-markets. They look to be in the red. We've had some up days. The crypto market's rallying right now, but the stock market right now, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and the Dow are all in the red. This early in the morning, it's red, but that can change as we move closer and closer to the opening bell at 9:30. We do have banks that are reporting today, which will affect the market as banks report. But Bank of America did come out and have a good report as inflation dies down a little bit and interest rates help. They offset some of this. The interest rates are high, so they're offsetting some of this deficit that they have. So Bank of America did come out with a good report, and that's a good way to start the day. If the rest of the banks come out with good reports, you could see the market rally again. We talked about this yesterday. We talked about that double rally in the market, the inflation data that came out yesterday morning, and two being the bank data that could come out today. So we could see these flip green pretty quick as the banks report. The crypto fear and greed index is moved up another point. This is good. Yesterday we were at 30. Today we are at 31, which means more and more confidence is coming back into the market. We are still sitting in fear, but we're not hovering on that extreme fear anymore. It's more just fear. So that's a good sign, good indicator for the cryptocurrency market. We have we're up to 906 billion in market cap for the whole cryptocurrency market, which is good. That's way up from yesterday, probably up another 20 billion from yesterday when we talked. So money's coming back into the market, money's flowing back into the market, and you can see that in the price action that's going on right now. I mean, Bitcoin's sitting at 18,900. It touched 9,000. 19,000 this morning. Was at 19,000 when I first woke up this morning. So there is money flowing back into the market right now, which is driving this market cap up, which is a good thing because that's going to drive all the prices of all the coins up and all the tokens up. So money is flowing back into the market, and that's an extremely good thing. On the hourly, we are seeing some pullback. We are seeing some red. We're seeing some just a little slight pullback in the market. But again, as that 9:30 gets closer and closer, we could see these flip green pretty quick. They're just barely in a red, so we're just kind of teetering in between that even and either winning or losing the day. So nothing really that stands out that you look at and go, this is really bombing out. The market is just kind of trading sideways over yesterday, but Bitcoin's starting to come up, but the altcoins are starting to level themselves off. So we do have that going for us. Um, Ethereum cracked that 1400 mark and seemed to stay there all day, most of the day yesterday, and this morning on the overnight, which was good. So BNB started to BNB's at 287. Again, it's been in that 285 to 287 range, pretty much for about 24 hours now. XRP moved up to 37 cents. And again, it's been trading there for a lot of the day yesterday. And today, this morning, Matic up to 90 cents, been up to 91 cents. So not bad here. We can come over here and we take a look at Matic. I want to show you one of the reasons why we had a conversation yesterday on a Twitter space, and want to show you guys one of the reasons why, we do what we do here every day. We'll go ahead and look at the 7-day. So we've been talking about Matic for a long time, and for anybody that was new here, if you come down here and Matic was sitting here at the 70-cent range, and let's say you bought into this 7 days ago at the 70-cent range, it's up to 90 cents. So that's a good return on your investment between 77 cents and 90 cents. If you put some money in Matic, and this is a blue chip. This is one of the top 10 tokens. So to get that amount of return in 7 days on your money, it is a great return. So like, and these are what we're talking about with these blue chips as they're down here on the floor. And they are down here on the floor. You can make some pretty good money trading these. If you would have bought that down there at 77 cents, some of us bought it a little bit lower, but we were in it earlier. But still, if you jumped in it at 77 cents, that's a good return on your money. And it even gets a little bit better when you come down here and you look at something like, man, I don't want to do Solana because I'm not in Solana, but we can go to another one here. Avalanche came out with some pretty good news the other day when they came out with the news that they were partnering with Amazon, with the Amazon cloud. We'll pull up the 7-day chart here, and if we just go back 7 days here, we can see Avalanche was sitting roughly at about $11 and let's call it 50 cents. And right now, this morning, it's sitting up here at $15. Let's call it $16 to round it up. That's a good $5 per token return on your investment in 7 days. That's a pretty good return. So when you're playing these blue chips and you're playing them like this is the kind of thing that you want to look for. This is what you want to see. And there's nothing wrong with jumping into these things and jumping out of them and then jumping back into them. And that's a good return on your investment when you're talking about roughly $5 per coin and you're buying it at what was like $11, and you're trading it at like 16. So that's a pretty good investment. That's a pretty good return on your investment in 7 days. I don't know where you're going to get that return anywhere else. And the fact that we can swing trade these blue chips like this is actually a blessing, because when the market starts to run, I'm not sure that these trades and these gains will be there for us. At that point, you're either in them or you're out of them. So I think what a great time to buy into some of these really low and trade them at like couple $3-4 value. So don't sleep on these don't sleep on these blue chips up here. Don't sleep on these tokens in the top 25, top 100. I had a play with Gala. I've been DCAing into Gala for a while now. And I got my average cost down to 2 cents. I sold at 5 cents. I sold half of what I owned, made all my money back. Now I'm just kind of playing with house money and started a new wallet, and will DCA into Gala again and do the same thing. So, there's money to be made in these blue chips. And that's why we talk about them every single morning. We actually spend more time talking about these blue chips than we talk about than we spend talking about the lower market cap tokens. And this is the reason why. So going back over here to the bubbles, nothing's really changed. The hourly is still looking a bit in red, but we've had a nice run for 2 or 3 days now. So this shouldn't really surprise you that if we have a pullback today. Why is the market rallying? Right here? U.S. inflation rate falls to 6.5%. Falls to 6.5%. This was the exact number that the federal government wanted to hit, was 6.5% in the market, and we did hit 6.5%, which caused that rally that we're currently in. Is because we hit the number. And I kept saying, we don't need to kill the number. We just need to hit the number or just be a little bit better than the number in order for the market to run. And this is kind of what happened is we hit the number and the market reacted appropriately to us hitting that number. So, this is kind of why we're running right now. But we'll keep in mind and we'll look at what the banks do today and see if that has any effect on the market. I think the banks are going to come out with a good report, and I think that that's going to make the markets run again. Here's some news that I think people need to be aware of. The SEC officially charges crypto firms Gemini and Genesis for sale of unregistered securities. This is based around that whole Genesis staking platform, Gemini Earn, which was ran by Genesis, and the fiasco that has caused. If you're dealing with Gemini right now and you have some money on Gemini, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to, all of the updates, and pay attention to what the outcome of this could be. I would hate to have you guys have your crypto on Gemini and have it locked up for an extended period of time while they try to figure this out. Because this could have a real negative effect on Gemini. One of the reasons that I don't really talk a lot about Genesis and having your money on with Genesis is because Genesis is going to declare bankruptcy. I mean, they're already in that. I mean, they're not in that process, but they should be in that process already. But Gemini is the centralized exchange, and this is where you're going. People may be parking their money, and if you got money on Gemini, act accordingly. The SEC officially charges them guys with selling unregistered securities. So this is probably going to end up being could end up being a long drawn out fight between Genesis, Gemini, and the SEC. So pay attention to this and how this could affect you guys in the long run. Crypto.com is laying off another 20% of their workforce. This is pretty standard right now with the centralized exchanges, except for Binance. They're laying off a lot of their workforce during when the market was up and it was really booming. They overhired a lot of their workforce, and this has been pretty widely reported that a lot of the exchanges have overhired a lot of their workforce, and now they have to double back and go lay a lot of them off. Binance is looking to add people to its workforce, but a lot of the other cryptocurrency exchanges are looking to lay people off just due to the fact that during COVID and everything else, the market was booming, and and they just overhired their workforce. So just just keep, not this may not affect anything in the market, and I don't think it will, but just keep in mind that these exchanges are starting to lay people off to balance out their balance sheets. But this right here is the biggest story, I believe. Gemini and Genesis, they've been charged for selling unregistered securities with the SEC, and the reason that, this is one of the biggest is right here, Gemini. A lot of people have money on Gemini. A lot of people have their cryptocurrency locked up on Gemini. Um, Pay attention to what goes on. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. Make sure you're protecting your crypto. Make sure you're protecting your money. And when reports like this come out, just protect yourself. I can't tell you what to do with your money. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. But this isn't good news for Gemini. Can tell you that. So again, the market looks good. The market looks like it's actually performing well over the past 2 or 3 days. It looks like it really starting to come around. We will see some pullback, guys. What goes up must come down a little bit and pull back. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that today. I wouldn't be surprised to see the market consolidate a little bit today. I think that's only natural and it's only healthy if that happens. So I wouldn't, don't overthink it. We are due for a consolidation at some point. Here quick, just because of the rally that we had. I mean, Bitcoin's up almost probably, $2,000, $3,000 almost over the last week or so. So you have to expect some sort of consolidation at some point. It just can't continue to run up. But the biggest driver to all of this is this market cap right here. We're at 900 billion. So if we can get to that trillion mark where we should be, you'll really see the market make some positive, maybe even more positive moves. But we're creeping up there. We're adding, between 20. The past couple of days, we've added between 20. Let's say the last week, right? Let's just throw it out to a week. We've added between 20 and 50 billion a day to the market, which obviously is reflected in your price action. So, don't let people fool you. Market cap and volume equals price action in this crypto market, either positive or negative. The same way it equals price action in the stock market, either positive or negative, guys. Them are the drivers of the market. Without new money flowing in and without the volume of new money, guess what? Nothing moves. And that's just pure math. It's simple math. It is what it is. That's just how the markets work. So, these markets are looking really healthy to me right now. They look like, they may consolidate, but like I said, consolidation is good. We want to see some consolidation for a couple of days at some point soon here. We may run again today before we consolidate, or we may just consolidate kind of where we are right now. Maybe a little downturn in a consolidation, but at some point we have to consolidate because we've had such of a big run up. So that's just kind of how the markets run and what they do. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens relatively soon, within the next couple of days. So just be aware of that as you're trading. Just be aware that consolidation could more than likely happen. Right here again, another report. We hit on Bank of America doing well. Now JP Morgan just reported and they topped their estimates as well. We kind of talked about this yesterday where I thought the banks would have good financials today. I thought that they would have good reports today. And now two of the biggest, JP Morgan and Bank of America, have come out with their earnings estimates are beating what was projected. So this is actually um, this is actually good news for the markets. So we may see a secondary run off the bank reports. Um, Obviously, we have to wait for Goldman Sachs as well to report, but J.P. Morgan and Bank of America both came out with positive reports to their bank statements, and I think this is going to set up for a pretty decent day, at least for the bank stocks. But I think this may roll down to the whole stock market, and then in turn, what rolls in the stock market rolls in the crypto market. So we may see a little bit of just a little bit more pump today based on that. We'll see if the market has any more pump, crypto market has any more pump left in it. Um, After the couple days that we've had. So, um, not good morning. It definitely is a good morning. It definitely is good news. It definitely looks like things are starting to fall into place, um, especially with the inflation rate coming down to 6.5%. And now the banks coming out with positive moves, and the layoffs that the government wants to see are starting to happen. Um, so this is going to be, everything's starting to line up to be positive for the actual markets themselves in general. Does this mean that we're out of the woods? Absolutely not. Does this mean that we are going to avoid recession? Absolutely, probably not. There's a long ways to go before we get to that mark and can say that. So I think we have to proceed with caution still, but good news is good news. XXI Gaming, how are you? Good morning. I was just saying that this is going to be a short stream today because I gotta roll out, man. It's an early morning for me, and I gotta roll out pretty good. I mean, pretty early, but the markets, they're in red, but the bank reports are good. Bank of America and JP Morgan both reported positive earnings, which I think, could create a secondary rally in the markets. Hit that 9 trillion, guys, 900 trillion in the market cap in crypto, and this is a good thing. This is up from yesterday. Money's starting to come back, and that's the key right there. Money is starting to come back into the market, and you know, but we've had such of a good run the past couple days. Don't be surprised if we consolidate at some point, in the next couple days. If we start to trade sideways for a couple days before we make that next move up or next move down, because you know you can't just keep going up. You have to consolidate, and that's what makes the market healthy. But given the fact that we're adding on some days 25 billion, and on some days 50 billion to the market cap, just lets you know that people are putting money back into the market. um, Sounds good. I wanted to say about the market. I hope I hope we I hope we go lower. I hope we go. I'm not gonna be mad if we go lower either. I want to consolidate. I want to add to some of my positions as well. Um, but I'm not going to add to them at these prices. I'm not going to add to them at these price marks. I'm not a firm believer in buying on green candles, and we've been on green candles for a couple days. So I'm not going to buy anything right now. I'm going to wait for us to consolidate or go down a little bit before I invest anymore into the market. But I wouldn't be mad if we seen a little downturn. So people could jump back into the market and add to their positions. Um, opportunity to yeah, I XXI gaming, like there's a couple positions, man, I want to add to, and I'm just kind of waiting. But I was talking a little bit this morning about you know Matic, right? From the conversation we had last night on the space, right? And we've been talking about Matic for a while here on this channel. And if you just look at the 7 day, if you would have got in here at like 77 cents, right, and rolled this up all the way to current day around 91 cents, you made some pretty good money. So there's still money to be made out here. There's still money to get. And that ride up would have been a pretty good ride up for you. And the other one was Avalanche. If you pay attention to the news, right? If you pay attention to the news, and I didn't do this. I'll tell you guys right now, I didn't do this. Just because Avalanche isn't one of the cryptos that I invest in, but I kind of kicked myself in the ass a little bit for not doing this. But Avalanche was sitting right down here at about $11 7 days ago, and when that news broke, we're up here to like $15, $16 almost. That's a $5 swing per token, right? You could have made $5 per Avalanche over a 7 day period, which is absolutely a phenomenal return on your investment. Eddie T, what's up? Smash that like. Thank you, Eddie T. Saying hi to XXI Gaming. Wizard Call, how are you? MMAI, baby. Yes, we will. We will talk a little bit about MMAI here in a minute. We can go ahead and bring that up. MMAI. We can speak about it briefly. Because I know I told you guys this was gonna be a short stream because I have some things I have to take care of this morning. But MMAI, let's bring it up. Let's see what we got going on. If I typed it right, we'd be all right. Because there's some nice price movement in it. I'm at a monkey. Why isn't this bringing this up here? There's some nice price movement on MetaMonkey, guys. When you look at this over the 7 day, let's just go ahead and pull it up over the 7 day, right? You look and see what happened here. When you look, this dip right here was an actual computer glitch. It wasn't even price action. It was actually the reporting of how they report this out on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. The price never dipped that low. This was actually a glitch in their computer. So if you just look at this steady rise over 7 days, we were down here probably like right around in here. You look at that 3-1 range, 3031, and that's pre-sale range, right? And now you're sitting up here at like this 3-4, 3-5 range. That's launch price range, right? So if you pull this back, let's pull it back even further, right? Then we'll look at the 3 month. if you were DCA in your way down here, and just buying a little, even in this 2-1 range, you're already in the money right now. You know, 3-5, you're in the money. So what's up, Big Watch? How are you, brother? You know, I mean, you're in the money already. So that would have been a positive play there, just by holding a little bit, for a little bit of time. So the price action on MetaMonkey AI has been pretty good. The steady movement up, you know, here was your DCA level right here. Your DCA levels were right up in this area right here. If you were going to dollar cost average in, you wanted to DCA down through this dip right here and continue to DCA through these little dips right here. And if you would have did that and just stayed true to your trading pattern or whatever trading pattern you had, right now at 3-5, you would have been up pretty good. So this was the level. This was the level to buy right here, down in these 2 ranges and high 3 ranges. These were the levels to buy. You know, and we could do the same thing with if you looked at Volt, you could do the same thing. And when it just dipped down to the low 7s, into the 6s, that was the area to buy. That was the area to accumulate. And now that you're riding it up to the high 7s, high 8s, you would have probably been in the money by now. But yeah, so we do see a little bit of consolidation going on right now with Bitcoin, in the market in general. Let's pull this back to the 7 days. So we see a little bit of this consolidation going on this morning, over last night and this morning, right up in here. So with the news that we got today, with the banks doing well and their reports coming out well, with JP Morgan and Bank of America, that's going to set up for a decent day in the market. I'm going to see if anybody else reported. That's going to set up for a decent day in the market. But, you know, like I've been saying all morning, expect some consolidation in this market. Crypto has been on such of a good run the past couple days. It has to consolidate at some point. So expect that consolidation. And that consolidation is healthy. It may even dip a little bit over the weekend, and that's healthy as well. I'm with XXI Gaming. I actually hope it dips. I need more. But I'm not going to buy at these levels. I'm not going to buy on a run. So, but I definitely need some more in certain positions that I have. So, but yeah, JP Morgan was the last one to report. Bank of America reported early. They both did well. Was JP Morgan Bank just launched the crypto division? Yeah. Yes, they were a big watch. They did launch their crypto division. So that was the bank that launched their crypto division. So JP Morgan has been very active in creating cryptocurrency stuff. They've been active. They were also the ones that worked with Polygon-Matic to do their cross-border transactions on the Matic network and test them out, and created a coin to do so. So JP Morgan has been really active in the cryptocurrency market. So yeah, Matic and JP Morgan worked together. They did some internal testing with the JP Morgan token that they created, and they did some internal bank testing, you know, like bank to bank, account to account, and then they ramped it up and did some cross border transactions where they were sending their cryptocurrency to another country, and just testing out this whole process. And there's some work going on behind the scenes with Matic and JP Morgan to uh, to see how they're going to handle this moving forward. But at least they tested it, right? So they have a plan. So JP Morgan's probably the big, they've probably done the most with cryptocurrency out of any bank. So, we have our bubbles here, guys. We're in consolidation mode this morning, but this can change before the opening bell starts. So you see Bitcoin's falling. It was when we first started talking, it was like 18,900, almost it kissed nine. When I first woke up this morning, it was at 19,000, like 19,002 cents. It's falling back a little bit this morning. Ethereum's not falling back as hard. Maybe it is 3%, 3.5. No, over the hour, over the day, Ethereum's hanging in there a little bit better. But you guys know that these things are chain reactions. Bitcoin will pull back, then Ethereum will pull back, then BNB will pull back, and then the rest of your top 100 will kind of fall back a little bit. So that's kind of how that chain works. And then your meme altcoins will follow. Your meme coins, low market caps will follow the altcoins in their dip. I don't know. Expect some pullback today. So expect that if you're in profit in any of these top 100, look at skimming a little bit off the top, protecting your profits, right? Protect your profits, because my philosophy is very simple. We always use Matic because Matic's one of my biggest holders. My average cost for Matic, let's just say it's 70 cents, right? If it's sitting at 90 cents and I start to see it pull back a little bit, I may take, some of the profits off the top at 90 cents, put them on the sidelines, wait for this thing to go back down to where my average cost is or below, and throw half of my profits back in. And end up with more tokens, right, for the next time that I have to do it. So, and then still keeping half of my money on the sidelines, half of my profit money on the sidelines as well, so that if it falls a little bit further, you have money on the sidelines where you can actually add even more to it. But make sure on these big top coins where there's no taxes and you don't have to worry about taxes on a round trip, that you're taking your profits, and then you have that money sitting on the sidelines, and you may take some profits off of Matic or whatever coin you're in, and you may throw it into a new position that you want to be in, and then you end up winning. Isn't JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, the fact, I'm not sure who the CEO of JP Morgan is. I can probably find that out really quick. Maybe it's right here in this article. Jamie Dimon does sound familiar. Yeah, it's Jamie Dimon. Big watch. You're right. It's Jamie Dimon. That fool that had been. Yeah, Jamie Dimon down talked crypto for a long time. He acted like he hated cryptocurrency for a long time, but this is the game that these guys play, right? We'll act like we hate cryptocurrency. We'll tell people not to invest. We'll drive the price down. We'll do all this stuff, and then we'll buy in at a lower price. That's just the game that all of these big people play. All of these big companies play. They don't want to come out and say, yeah, we believe in crypto 100%, and the next thing you know, they're trying to buy into, let's say, XRP, right? And XRP's price goes up to 50 cents, where if they just could have fudded it for a little while and told people not to buy it and told people that it was a scam, and that price drops to 33 cents, they look better buying it at 33 cents than they do at 50 cents. So it's just one of them things. They play that game, but I can tell you the majority of the banks are connected to cryptocurrency. Bank of America is working with XRP behind the scenes. Like they're working with that. Well, they're working with Ripple, I should say. They're working with Ripple behind the scenes. JP Morgan's working with Matic. Fidelity's working with I believe it's Matic as well. It could be Ripple. I can't remember, but Fidelity's working with somebody. So all these big banks are already working with cryptocurrencies to move their banks into blockchain. So, as much as they FUD it is as much as they're in it as well. So but why pump it up right now when you can flood it a little bit and get what you need at a cheaper price, right? They're just pulling business moves. But yeah, Jamie Dimon, he was all about don't invest in crypto at all. And then he pulls off that with Matic, which surprised everybody. It surprised me as well. But look, the market's in a good spot today. The market's in a good position today. The pre-markets are in red today. Early this morning, they're in red. But the bank reports are starting to come in really well. So don't be surprised if the market has a decent day today. And the cryptocurrency market cap is, it's coming up, every day. So don't be surprised, if we trade sideways either today or over the weekend to consolidate this run that we had. Don't be surprised if you see that. So make sure, you're watching these charts. And if you're in profit, take profit. You can never lose if you're in the green, right? If you're in the green and you take your profits, then, if it goes up a little bit more, you still didn't lose, right? You're still in the green. So money's green, so you want to be in the green. Don't watch yourself go to the green and then turn around and come all the way back down in the red. Don't watch yourself do that. Protect your money. A lot of you guys weren't here when I went over this story, so I want to hit on it again. This is going to be a huge story moving forward. The SEC officially charges crypto firm Gemini and Genesis for sale of an unregistered security. And this revolves around that Gemini earn, which was ran by Genesis. Genesis will probably end up in bankruptcy. And so that's really not the huge part here. This is the big one right here, is Gemini, the cryptocurrency exchange. They're charged, with selling unregistered securities. How this affects their exchange, we don't know yet. But, if you utilize Gemini at all and you have any money on Gemini, act accordingly. They're being sued for selling securities. This is probably going to be a long, drawn-out fight between Gemini, Genesis, and the SEC. So, it's probably going to be expensive. It's probably going to be a long, drawn-out fight. So just pay attention to this. And if you're utilizing Gemini at all, make sure that you're protecting yourself. Make sure that you're protecting your money. Make sure you're protecting your assets, because this is probably not something that's going to be settled overnight. But when you start to hear of cryptocurrency exchanges that are getting charged with selling unregistered securities, you have to pay attention to this. This did happen to Coinbase. where the SEC came in and said that they were trading unregistered securities. The only difference is they didn't officially charge Coinbase. They basically gave them a warning and told them to fix it, or you know, or you're going to be in a whole hell of a lot more trouble than you're in now. But Gemini has actually been officially charged. So with selling unregistered securities along with Genesis. But Genesis is a big player in this. They were caught up in that whole Three Arrows Capital thing. And if Genesis and their parent company go down, this will affect the cryptocurrency market in a negative way. Thank goodness I don't have anything on that exchange. You see, Big Watch here. I'm from New York, right? So there's only two exchanges that operate in New York: Gemini and Coinbase. So I utilize them both, but I don't ever keep my money on them. So I don't ever have money stuck in the exchange. So if I onboard or offboard money, or if I buy anything on any exchange, usually it's I buy it and then take it right off. So um, I'm not storing my cryptocurrency on either one of them exchanges. And if I did have to store my crypto on any exchange, the only two exchanges that I would even have a little bit of confidence in at this point is Coinbase, and the one I have the most confidence in is probably Binance, but I can't use it here. So um, so I don't even have that option. But that's probably the one I have the most confidence in. But I wouldn't keep my money on any exchange. Damn, I don't I don't recall you guys on only. Yeah, we only have two, man. Two big ones that you can use. Um, Good morning, Kim. How are you? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so we're gonna jump off of here in a minute. But just kind of recap the morning, guys, because I got to get myself ready for a meeting. Um, Pre-markets are in red, but the bank reports are coming in positive. J.P. Morgan and Bank of America both posted positive results this morning. The cryptocurrency market cap is going up. People are putting money into crypto right now at a pretty good rate. Between, we talk about it, we see that market cap go up every day. So the market cap is moving up, and this is why you see the big movement in the cryptocurrency prices. Market cap and volume equal price, and there's no doubt about that. But the run that we've been on, expect some consolidation, expect some pullback. You too, Kim. You have a great day. I can't take it. I can't take it off because I can't take it off because I still staked a long time ago. Ooh, XXI Gaming, you staking your tokens. Man, these are the kind of things that when these things come out, man, you always have to worry about staking. Staking's a big risk. I lost a lot of money staking with crypto.com. When I was staking my Crow went on a run. They had it all locked up, and I couldn't get my Crow off stake. And by the time I unstaked my Crow and got it out of there, the run was over. So, um, I don't know. Staking's rough. Sometimes it's great sometimes because you get a lot. You're getting a lot of tokens, but there's a risk with that too. And then you have the risk of this Genesis, things like Genesis, where you're staking on their platform, and then all of a sudden they go under, and you're kind of stuck. We all do, Big Watch. We all learn lessons. But that's the way you learn. That's the way you become a millionaire, right? None of us become millionaires by not learning lessons. We all have to have some knocks, right? So with that, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I'll see you guys in the chats today. In between my meetings, I'll see you guys in the chats. Be able to chat it up with you guys. If I don't see you in any of the chats today, and you see me, go ahead, shout me out, and I'll shout you back out in the chat, and we can take we can chat it up. Me and Wadi will be having a space tonight, right around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. We had one last night. Thought it was going to be short, but it ended up being a pretty good one. And it was pretty long. XXI Gaming was there. Eddie T was there. It ended up being a pretty good one. We talked about a lot of stuff. So we're going to have one again tonight, right around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to see what kind of conversations we can get into tonight, and hopefully it'll be another good one. We had some people in there yesterday had some great conversations just about trading in general and about cryptocurrency in general. We like to keep our spaces pretty general, so we can talk about anything and everything, and we don't record them because we want to talk about anything and everything, and we want people to feel comfortable. So, with that, guys, make sure you like this video, and make sure you're tweeting it out there so we can get the subs here, and go ahead and share it out to everybody. Come join us tonight at 5:30. We'll be sending out a Twitter Space update pretty soon, probably early this morning, with the 5:30 on it, so that you guys can set your reminders to come join us at 5:30. So come join us, come have a conversation. We'll talk about anything and anything. And did Waddy set out a reminder? We're going to put together a reminder this morning, Big Watch. That was one of the things that happened yesterday, is we didn't get the reminder out in time, so it was kind of late. So Waddy is going to send one out this morning, sometime late this morning, early this afternoon, so that everybody can set the reminder out and make sure that they don't forget that we're there at 5:30. So, with that, guys, I'm out, man. You guys have a great day. I will see you guys in the chat. I will, we can chat it up today. Today, I think is going to be one of these days. My personal opinion is that we're going to trade sideways today, and we may dip a little bit today just because we had such a couple great days. So we, don't expect to see maybe a little pullback today, but take your profits, guys. Take your profits. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to keep telling you guys this every day. If you're in profits, make sure that you are taking your profits. Do not watch your wallets go from green to red. Make sure you take your profits. The beauty of cryptocurrency, the beauty of stocks, is that you can sell and you can buy back in. And that's the beauty of it. Make sure that you're taking your money and taking your profits and taking care of your own pockets before you take care of anybody else's pockets. And with that, guys, I am out, and I will see you guys in the chats. All right. Have a great day. Bye.